Hello everyone, welcome to another video. Today we will be discussing how to write a descriptive paragraph. This is task 1 in the Oxford AQA exam. So allow me to show you an example of this task. The task requires you to describe what is depicted in a given photograph. The source of these photographs is predominantly magazines and leaflets, specifically from Theme 2, featuring mainly landscapes. Your description should ideally range from 30 to 50 words. While you can exceed this range, bear in mind that the longer the description, the greater the chance of making errors. Writing fewer than 30 words is not recommended. Strive to stay within the 30 to 50 word guideline, but try not to exceed 70 words. Time is valuable, so ensure your paragraph is succinct. Your response should be contained within a single paragraph. Multiple paragraphs are unnecessary. Well, before you begin writing, keep some guidelines in mind. In this task, spelling and punctuation are the primary concerns regarding language. You need not aim for complexity. Keep it simple to avoid errors in spelling and punctuation. Avoid intricate sentence structures and vocabulary. What they seek is correct spelling and punctuation. Your goal is to spell and punctuate correctly. Regarding content and ideas, clarity is crucial. Avoid grammatical errors that hinder understanding. Delays in communication result in lost marks. Ensure your writing makes sense. Any delays cost you marks, potentially dropping your score from 6 to 4. The same applies to content errors. One mistake in spelling or punctuation leads to immediate mark deductions. How should you plan your description? First, decide on the order. Choose between chronological order in the past tense or spatial order in the present tense. Most students opt for spatial order, dividing the photo into background, middle, and foreground. Some describe left to right, but ensure you know your left from right. Utilize spatial connectives. After the order, identify key elements in the photo. You need not describe everything, just cover the essential parts. Well, next, choose appropriate adjectives to describe different nouns. Craft a topic sentence to begin your paragraph. For instance, in this photo, I can see. Set the scene with the setting, city, mountains, etc. Use connectives like on the left or on the right. Describe various nouns, adding adjectives. You can use 1 or 2 adjectives before a noun. Think about verbs to describe actions. Use the present continuous for people's actions. Mention clothing using adjectives to describe patterns, colors, and materials. Describe people's roles, make predictions or speculations. Conclude with your opinion. Well, for instance, consider this example photo. As you can see, it is a photo of a house in an isolated area. Identify key elements like the sky, hills, and water. Let's analyze the example below together. This student wrote, I can see in this photo a house which is located at the middle of a huge green area. At the end of this large green area, there is a shore which is mainly full of rocks and seawater having strong waves. Well, regarding spelling and punctuation, there are some punctuation marks. The use of the comma in the second line is flawed, so it's not 3, it could be a 2. Let's refer to the example in comments. Here we can see the examiner's evaluation and commentary. For content and communication, the score is 3, and for language, it is only 2. So, let's read what examiners have to say about this response. For this question, marks for content and communication and language have equal weighting. For this response, the marks for content communication could only reach band 2, 3 marks due to there being some delay in communication. The errors with the article use and grammatical structure have an impact on clarity for the writing. To reach the top band for the language, the response must contain accurate spelling and punctuation. So here's another example for you. This is a better and more sophisticated one. Again, we only focus on the accuracy of the language and ensure there is no delay in communication whatsoever. Let's start reading the example together. The photograph shows a picturesque view of an old blue house situated in a tranquil green area on top of a hill. The crystal white waves of the sea are rippling towards the hill's declined brown rocks. Giant splashes of salty water are caused due to the collision of the waves with the hill. As you can see, this example is more sophisticated in terms of language, and there are barely any mistakes in punctuation and spelling. The examiner awarded this response with 9 out of 9 marks, 6 marks for communication, and 3 marks for language. So the examiners keep on repeating that you don't have to use sophisticated and ambitious vocabulary. Keep it simple, make sure the spelling is accurate, and then you get 9 out of 9. Now, let's take another example. Look at the photo in here. Well, it's not a picturesque landscape, it's more of a marketplace. How can we describe this place? What should we do? At first, it's easy, as I told you. Decide on what elements to describe. Look at the background, the foreground. You cannot describe every single element in there. So pick what you can describe accurately. You can describe the sky, the buildings. You can describe one person if there is one. You can describe a man standing. If you want, you can describe the chairs, the umbrellas, the man walking the dog, the wash line. And that's it. You don't have to describe every single element in this photo. Make sure that you have from 30 to 50 words, and remember that 50 words will suffice. Use simple punctuation like full stops, and make sure that your paragraph is free of mistakes. Thank you so much for joining in, everyone. If you have any questions, feel free to email me. See you soon.